Hello guys, today I would like to talk about Mina Protocol. Mina is one of my top fundamental assets I am going to accumulate heavily this year, especially if I get a chance to buy it for the prices I plan to buy it for. Why? Simply because I like Mina, I like its fabulous features it provides us with, and I like that it truly corresponds to the main principles of the crypto that were established 2 years ago at the times when the crypto only was originating. And yeah, I think the main core principle of Mina privacy is the main core principle of the crypto assets. It was established at the beginning and it has to be preserved. And in light of the recent events, as you know, that US government is very serious about getting into crypto, and I think making its core new economy. So when they release and impose this crypto regulation, it is going to be harsh, strict, and it is going to not to make us free, and it will make us less free. It will put a leash on our necks. So such assets as Mina, they are going to be very valuable because they will provide us with the privacy from the third entities, from the centralized entities, and from the government itself, um, providing us with the freedom of our transactions and finance. So I believe it is going to be very valuable soon. Okay, let's take a look at its core features. Okay, first of all, okay, let's look at it. Take a look at its tokenomics. I like it because this asset has less than a billion tokens in total supply. It is always good because it has got a lot of room for growth. Circulating supply is only 462 million Mina, and I know that the rest of the supply is going to be released within the next 8 years. So it is a good fundamental knowledge here and math. Okay, let's look at its core features. Mina is it is actually the lightest blockchain out there, because the other blockchains, they only always increasing in size. Mina has fixed size. It always remains 22 kilobytes because of their technology. Let's look at Mina's core benefits. Mina keeps users' data out of the hands of the centralized entities. Mina's zero-knowledge apps, smart contracts powered by zero-knowledge, keep users in control of their privacy by validating and sharing proofs of their data rather than the data itself. So Mina doesn't share your personal data. It shares only proofs of this data. Access Mina from other chains. Thanks to its lightweight design and the off-chain nature of Mina's zero-knowledge app smart contract computations, it is easy to use the Mina proof system from other chains and building even cross-chain bridges and decentralized apps. Other blockchain protocols don't interact with the internet, limiting their application scope and utility, while Mina's zero-knowledge apps can privately interact with any website and access verified real-world data for use on-chain. Also, the other chains are usually too heavy that users need to rely on intermediaries to run nodes, resulting in the diminishing of the chain's decentralization level and leaving the network more susceptible to a 51% attack. But Mina's lightweight blockchain means anyone can easily connect peer-to-peer and validate transactions like a full node, ensuring strong censorship resistance and security for the blockchain. And unlike other blockchains run by powerful ecosystem intermediaries, Mina is powered by its participants. So as you see, Mina is the core, the principle of the crypto. It is actually decentralized, and it makes it possible, so it only will be decentralized, and it is run by its participants, which is very good. Okay, let's look at other reasons to invest in Mina. Let's look at its backers. First of all, you know that from my posts in the Twitter, you know that Mina acquired $92 million from the top ventures, from the top financial investment companies of the world, of this crypto industry. And not only, as you see, the indicator for me to invest in it was, first of all, FTX Ventures. It is not the Alameda Research. The difference between Alameda Research and FTX Ventures, in my understanding, is that FTX Ventures invests for a long time, and they hold those investments, while Alameda Research, they usually invest situationally, and they hold for some time, and then they drop those assets. That is why FTX Ventures is always a sign, and it is always better. And also the main reason why I drew my attention to this asset initially was that Three Arrows Capital is investing in it. It was one of the top investors. Why I am so pro this indicator? Because Three Arrows Capital always knows which project is going to be successful. It is run by Jisoo, this co-founder, and it has proved to be a good predictor. It predicted Avalanche and Luna. He urged people to buy it and invest in it when they were only several dollars, and now look at their prices. So definitely he knows a lot about Mina, and I don't think that he's just simply a good predictor. I think he's probably, not probably, I know that he is in the inner circle of the crypto industry, and he knows stuff, he knows the inside stuff. That is why he is always in the right time, in the right place. Also, Pantera Capital is good investor. Paradigm. What else? Let's look at this. Also, Coinbase Ventures also joined this list, and that is a major signal for us. And if you noticed, Mina was very strong lately. It is mainly because Coinbase announced that it is listing Mina to Coinbase, not Coinbase Pro, but the general Coinbase exchange, and that is huge for me. It is a great sign, and the fact that it was listed so fast and immediately without any notifications and without any wait, as they usually do with other assets, it means a lot to me. It means that Coinbase sees the value in this asset. Also, Dragonfly Capital is a good example here, and the biggest sign for me to invest in this asset is, I don't see it here now, Circle. Yes, this is the top financial company of the traditional world, not the crypto. if they invest in crypto asset, that means something. So okay, I think it's clear with this one. So let's look at Mina's stats. For now, I know why this asset has such a big market cap for a new asset. It is not new, it was created in 2021, but still it kind of too much for me to buy this asset at 1 billion market cap. Of course it can grow to 30 billion sometime, but I would like to buy this asset below 1 billion. Say 700 million would be good. 800 million, okay. And we see that a lot of people added Mina to their watch lists. And it is easy to understand because there was created a lot of hype around it with this especially with this Coinbase listing, and that 3 Arrows Capital co-founder shielded. But I think if a lot of attention has been drawn to this asset, we still have a chance that it is going to be back to the prices I established for it, for my buys here. Why? Because usually if they actually accelerate the asset that much, they create hype, it runs very strongly without pullbacks. But if we get strong pullbacks after it, then it means they want to shake a lot of people out before sending it. Therefore, I think Mina still will be a little bit struggling, but it will have its time. Let's look at the chart. Okay, who follows me on Twitter or my private channel knows that I was drawing this as usual. People ask me usually, how do I find the top? How do I find the bottom? I use a lot of indicators, but trend lines are the best. And in the next video, probably I am going to talk about how do I find the global top of the asset and how you can know to bail out on time. Okay, see here, I was drawing this line, the same as with Rune, with waves, if you followed me, the same with Mina. A lot of people here were scared because Mina was strong, and I gotta be honest with you, I was scared too, easily. But I took my chance because I trusted my education. This is why my channel is called that. Trusted Capital. Trust Education Capital. I drew this line. It was a good support. Then it lost its support and was sliding below it and testing multiple times. And this is where I was taking my short at 350 with 3655 as stop loss. Imagine how small was the stop loss. I mean, first of all, I wasn't placing that stop loss there. I was hoping to close it higher, but as I entered and the price went lower, I placed the stop loss at 355 and it worked out well. I closed my position at the average around 270. Okay, what's next? As you see, we have, actually it looks like I was predicting it, because I was writing the same video for my Russian speaking friends before, when the price was only somewhere here, and I was drawing them this kind of thing, what I am expecting from Mina now, that it breaks this counter trend line, global counter trend line, and it bounces somewhere here and then gets rejected and gets to retest this line, gets a bounce again and again, something like that. I'm not sure this is gonna happen, totally not sure this is going to happen if my Bitcoin macro vision and macro prediction analysis is right, that we are going to have capitulation ahead, so in this year somewhere, then actually this scenario is going to happen. Believe it or not, I believe in it. But first of all, if you ask me if it is a good spot to invest in Mina right away, I will tell you yes, hell yeah. It is much lower than it is going to be, because where I think Mina is going to be the next bull run, definitely the lowest reasonable price for me for Mina, I think is going to be $20, 10 times from here. So $2 is a good entry for me in my understanding here. But I wait for some lower prices. What lower prices, you'd ask? First, this support. I think that this whole movement price action is going to be attached if we don't go up straight away here. I think it is going to be attached to this line as support and this supporting zone. We either go this way or we go here and do this, something like this. And anything, anytime we reach this zone, it is a buy zone. This is a total buy zone. Don't be afraid if something happens, some nightmare and we go lower. It doesn't matter. This is a safe zone. If you buy here, you are guaranteed that you won't lose your invested money, and to wait for a reversal, it is going to be a small time. So I wait. So basically I wait for 170 zone and 150, 130, $1. I don't think we get, but everything is possible in this market. Therefore, what should I tell you? This zone, this support zone, is actually the zone that you have to buy anyway. It is compulsory, even if it goes lower, because if we don't go lower, you will miss the greatest opportunity over your time. So there are several spots where I'm going to buy it. It's either here, we have this. If we look at the chart, at the daily chart, we will see that we have this Kijun support, and I think we probably can retest some 4-hour resistance, Kijun resistance, and get back here. We either get some consolidation and go up, or we break it and go lower. Based on what I see currently on the Bitcoin and other assets, altcoins, some ran, they lost their Kijun support, and if they don't secure it again, we will go lower. And we should also follow the weekly and monthly charts. And on weekly, Mina looks OMG. Look at it. This, of course, we don't know how the week is going to close here, but I suspect that we will have this red candle and it will end up this way anyway. I think so. And on monthly it is too soon to say here, but if you see, if we closes like this, it is definitely a sign that we are that we are going lower. If we close with some kind of this absorbing candle, so we have got to watch the monthly close. It will tell us a lot will be clear at that time. So, and the last thing, where can we expect Mina during the next bull run? How do I define it? I define it simply by these genuine trend lines. Why it is genuine? Because it was igniting the channel, the upside movement, and these lines, they become our point of control, if you remember from my previous videos. Why? Because we always stick to these lines. You see here, touch, 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 and then take off, then back to it, touch. We always come to these lines. It always works rather either as a support or as a resistance. So if we lost it, we will always be back to it. This is our general trend line, so we will be back to it anyway. It is just a matter of time. And what are the targets? So this genuine trend line show us the reasonable targets that we can get without even the crazy hype around this asset. Simply with the ascending bull run, it will go to $20 by 2025, I am sure. But if we take a little bit more, if we hope it is going to be more, look at this, 2023, 2025, it doesn't even show this. So technically we are set to $50 anyway, just a matter of time. If you have got enough, this asset is actually for a long-term investment, so you invest in it and you add on each significant dump and you hold it. It is going to be either the new Near, it is going to be the new Luna, AVX, Polkadot, whatever. It only has started and it will be building its ecosystem of decentralized privacy related apps. It is going to build a lot of other companies and assets on its ecosystem, so its ecosystem is going to expand and the price also is going to go up. So buying it around this yellow zone and in this yellow zone is a best decision you can have now. So I guess that's it about Mina, and I guess I explained clearly my reasons to buy it and what are my targets. Good luck, guys.